What if Warhammer 40k was an FPS, but every corridor looked the same, your AI squad mates had the technical brilliance of a rock, and the only strategy is to run and gun? You play as a librarian of the Dark Angels, which means you have psychic powers, wear a lot of skulls, and probably haven't smiled since birth. Your mission? Cleanse the Space Hulk Olethros, a giant floating scrap heap infested with Tyranids. If you're hoping for deep lore, character development, or even a plot twist, don't. The Emperor does not grant such luxuries. At first, Deathwing seems promising. You stomp around in your massive Terminator-like armor, wielding legendary weapons like storm bolters and power fists. You can blast gene stealers into chunky salsa, call in psychic abilities to fry them en masse, and even slow time for those cool cinematic kills. And for the first half hour, it's kinda fun. Kinda. But then you realize that's all you're going to do. The environments? Well, I hope you like metallic hallways, because that's the entire game. A never-ending labyrinth of gothic spaceship corridors all blending together like someone copy-pasted a Warhammer diorama and forgot to add variety. Hordes of enemies mindlessly charge at you, and the only real strategy is holding down the trigger until the screen stops moving. Your battle brothers have the technical acumen of a shopping cart. You can give them commands, but they'll usually ignore them in favor of standing around or getting mauled to death and not healing themselves or you. The enemy AI is slightly better than your allies, but only because running directly at the player is an effective tactic when the game throws 500 gene stealers at you per level. The only real moments of tension come when a broodlord shows up, basically a Tyranid mini-boss that soaks up bullets like a sponge. But even these encounters devolve into circle strafing and praying that your squadmates don't wander off mid-fight. The arsenal is pure Warhammer fan service, from the iconic storm bolter to the heavy flamer that turns gene stealers into heretical barbecue. The problem? Most of the weapons feel bad. The psychic powers do help, but they don't feel as powerful as they should. You're a librarian, not some underpaid psyker intern. So why does Smite feel like a gentle shove instead of a wrathful purge? Space Hulk Deathwing is a game with the right aesthetic, the right weapons, and the right lore, but completely the wrong execution. What could have been a tactical, atmospheric Warhammer FPS instead turns into a repetitive, AI-bungling, corridor-crawling war of attrition. If you love 40k enough to endure mindless combat, unresponsive squad mates, and the same free metal hallways over and over, Deathwing might be worth a try. Otherwise, just play Vermintide. It's got better melee combat, smarter AI, and at least the Skaven know how to put some effort into killing you. Or, just read a 40k book, you'll get a better story and you won't have to babysit AI that can't tell the difference between a bolter and a vending machine. Thank you for watching, help us out by liking the video and subscribing to get us to 50 subscribers.